Assalamu Alaykum and Good day. I am Sorainy Ibrahim and I am the second reporter of the Group 4. So the topic that have been assigned for us is the educational environment. So since we have 5 members in Group 4, we'll talk about that we will be going to divide the second learning outcomes, which is relate the expectation of both internal and external environment. So we've decided that we will going to focus on the school of Pulyaan Elementary School from Ifugao. So again, I am Sorainy Ibrahim. So, as what I have said a while ago, so the learning outcomes for this topic is to relate the expectation of both education from internal and external environment of the Pulyaan Elementary School. So, since Camela and me divided this second learning outcome, I will be going to focus on the internal environment. Okay, so before that, what is Pulyaan Elementary School? Pulyaan Elementary School serves 47 learners belonging to the Ayana Ifugao indigenous people. So, this school is a multi-learning center with a reading corner, a computer room courtesy of Department of Education and Computerization Program, laboratory, and mini museum. So, since Pulyaan is is a multi-grade school, so we are going to expect that this school has limited resources. So this is the picture of the Pulyaan Elementary School from Ifugao. So as what I have said earlier, they also have a reading corner, a computer room, laboratory for the science lesson, and the mini museum that introduces their indigenous. Then, ang maganda dito sa school na to is ginagamit nila yung mga kanilang mga okay, yung mga product and yung mga indigenous na mga gamit nila. So, they use this kumbaga yung sa color na red. So, when they're going to discuss, maggagawa sila ng mga flashcards. So, the teachers are really creative in this school. So, what are the expectation of education, internal education, when it comes to multi-grade? So, di ba? Kapag sinabi mo multi-grade, ay mahihirapan yung mga teachers. Kasi syempre, kunti lang yung mga teachers na mag-handle para sa multi-grade class. So, what are the some expectation? Okay? So, first, it has limited resources. So, according sa Pulyaan, meron silang mga libro, although hindi sila marami. So, kumaga ito, sapat lang siya na mga libro na magagamit ng mga estudyante. So, second, classrooms tend to be poorly lit. Bakit nga ba? Kasi yung ibang multi-grade school is makikita sa mga kabukid-bukiran. So, expecting na minsan hindi ka talaga makakagamit ng mga electric o yung mga technology na makakagamit ng mga electricity. So, it means maaari ring ang kanilang classroom is madilim. So, third is teachers has no staff or personal bathroom facilities. So, yun nga. Dahil nga yung school ay minsan nasa tuktok siya minsan ng bundok or nasa malayong lugar, expecting na yung mga school din doon is kulang yung mga facilities niya. So, fourth is no lunch or snack facilities. So, yun nga, di ba? Kulang-kulang yung kanilang facilities. So, mag-expect ka talaga na walang lunch or snack facilities sa school na iyon. Okay. Often found this school in hills, valley that can only accessible in foot or horseback. So, hindi pwede na gumamit doon ng mga sasakyan. Kasi, paano kung tatawid ka pa sa ilog doon or sa sapa? So, anong gagawin mo? Sasakay ka sa truck? No, ang gagawin mo is maglalakad ka or may sasakyan kayong bangka, and then, or pwede rin yung mga horseback. Okay, these are some of the facilities or the internal environment in the Pulyaan Elementary School. So, the reading corner, which the students come here when they have free time in reading or free time to learn. Second is the laboratory, their laboratory that uses in their science lessons. Okay? In terms of their learning, the teachers also encourage their students to come in front to answer their question. Example is this mathematical problem. Okay. Fourth is this. Another reading corner or the classroom of the multi-grade school, which is the Pulyaan Elementary School in Ifugao. So these are their classroom. Okay. So ito na yung kanilang mga resources. Example is their books. Yan. As you can see, ito they only have a few resources and kulang-kulang pa siya. Although ang kanilang pagtuturo is maganda pa rin because of their creative. The teachers are creative in teaching their lessons to their students that the students also catch up. Okay. Ito, they use flashcards. No, they use some colorful materials to discuss their lessons. According to the teacher on this school, she applies interactive learning. So, interactive learning, which means yung mga estudyante niya is kanyang iniinganyo talaga na mag-answer. She applies interactive learning through board work. So, as the picture showed earlier, no, yung estudyante is sinasagutan niya yung math problem in the blackboard. Okay, o blackboard for group activities in science. So, hindi lang rin siya sa science, kundi pati rin sa mathematics. Okay? So, the external environment will be discussed by Miss Camela, Hadji, Ibrahim. So, I think that's all. Thank you and Assalamu Alaykum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So, I am the assigned of the education of external environment in the Pulyaan Elementary School, Ifugao. Let us proceed. We have the learning action cell known as LAC. According to DepEd, it is a group of teachers who engage in collaborative learning sessions to solve shared challenges encountered in the school facilities. So in this kind of session is very important to improve the teaching learning process of a specific school, not only the teaching learning or the teachers, but also to improve the learning of the students. In Pulyaan Elementary School, they have monthly LAC sessions together with Ponghal Elementary School. So, yes, they have in collaboration with Ponghal Elementary School, where they do the following. Go in an open space at top of a mountain where there is a self-service signal. In this session, they will download multi-grade learning material during their LAC session at the waiting shade boundaries of Barangay Ponghal and Pulyaan. So, as expected, they will bring their own laptop or a gadget like tablet or mobile phone or other things, and most importantly, the school packet Wi-Fi where it serves as their signal to download the multi-grade learning materials. Lastly, in this session, they have a peer coaching and discussion of school issues and concern transpire in LAC session. So, in this session, the teachers will become more creative because of their peer coaching and discussion in specific approach to teaching through discussion, sharing, and not only that but also the techniques of their teaching, and also other interesting topic that they have discussed is about the interesting topic that are worth taking up in the classroom, like bullying and misunderstanding in the school. So the next one is fostering relationships between pupils and their family. It is important for school teachers to foster good working relationships with both pupils and their families. Yes, it is very important, no? Because in this way, ang mga estudyante will be more encouraged and promote development to their learning. In Pulian Elementary School, the rapport between pupils and teachers has led to the cooperation to improve pupils' behavior and performance. The time when Pulian Elementary School won a sales inventory competition at the district level, wherein pupils feel so proud and happy. One pupil shared in an interview, "Gusto ko po ang teachers ko kasi mabait siya sa pagtuturo. Kasi tinuturuan niya ako nung sumali ako sa cell inventory noong January 10, 2018 at nang matapos ang paligsahan, masayang-masaya akong umuwi." Because of the good working relationship of the teachers and the pupils, mas namomotivate yung estudyante na mag-aral ng mabuti or study harder and continue to show their talents in different school competition. So we have the community's high regard for multi-grade teachers. The member of the community show more support and respect among the multi-grade teachers. So in Pulian Elementary School, the community members interviewed shared that they have full respect for the multi-grade teachers because they are well aware of the difficulties associated with the multi-grade teaching. So ayun, pati yung mga members ng community is na notice nila kung gaano kahirap ang pagiging teachers in a multi-grade classes. So, one community respondent said, "Mahirap talaga sa part ng teachers." So yes, it's very hard for teachers, the responsibility and rules of the teachers and the students, because nasabi din nila, yung mga member ng community, that it's really hard on the part of the teachers. But because of the teachers' dedication to teaching, everything become easier, knowing the time and effort required to improve quality of learning and multi-grade class. Ginagawa ng mga teachers yung best nila para matuto yung mga estudyante, where this committee high regards for multi-grade teachers, mas na lighten yung load ng mga multi-grade teachers. So we have naman safe, secure, and healthy infrastructure for learners. The school undertakes measures to ensure pupils have a safe and healthy school environment. Pulian Elementary School, parents take turns in safeguarding the school vicinity. Since absenteeism is an issue among Pulian elementary pupils, the parents are in a rotational duty to make sure that their children are safe inside the campus by serving as a security guard during class hours. So, it's very appreciable, no? Because yung mga parents gagawin ng lahat for the futures of their children. So, because as we know, multi-grade class is in a remote area where some of the pupils who live in a far long need to walk in kilometer daily or about hour of hiking to reach their school. The serving of the teachers, it's very important for the safe and security and healthy infrastructure for the learners known as their children. So another thing that we consider as an external environment in relation to education of the Pulian Elementary School is that they used local or indigenous product in learning. They use the indigenous materials as their instructional delivery. In grade 6 pupil in Pulian Elementary School were introduced to the new lesson, which is the circle lesson, with an activity that appealed to the senses of used wooden shapes and relia. Example is can of sardines to get the pupil attention and encourage their participation. Gumagamit ng mga tangible material ng mga teachers that is available in the community, in their community, to explain well the topic and also highlighting the important concept of the lesson. Additionally, a young costumes, practice, and symbol used during ritual are exhibited at the mini museum to promote Ifugao heritage and cultural awareness among students. And lastly, the Council of Elders are always being invited to classes to share a young folklore with the students. So, by the way, the Council of Elders are one of the social governance council member, it is composed of barangay school board, Council of Elders, alumni, and parents. In these classes, mas matutunan ng mga estudyante to respect their ethnicity and be proud of their heritage.
Assalamu Alaykum and good day everyone. I am Sittie Ania is Hadji Salic. And now I'm going to discuss about the structure and rule of the national authorities. So first we have the Ministry of Educational or National Authority. So this may be the national or central organization with responsibility for developing the national educational philosophy, national policies, state examination, and the national curricula. This national organization may also have responsibility for paying teachers, setting schools, appointing village education committees, distributing materials, providing and service training for teachers, and the scheduling for the school year. So the national organization or the central organization have the responsibility in developing the national educational philosophy. So sila yung gumagawa ng educational philosophy. For example, is in our college, the College of Education. So we have our own philosophy. Aside from that is sila rin yung gumagawa ng national policies and the state examination. An example of state examination is the LET examination. And they are also the one who is responsible in developing the national curricula, just like the K-12 curriculum that we use today. Another is the national organization also may have the responsibility for paying teachers. So they are the one who pay the teachers and also setting school. Sila rin yung may responsibilidad kung saan nila ilalagay or itatayo yung isang school. Appointing village education committees, distributing materials, sila rin yung may responsibilidad na to distribute materials, the materials that we use in school also. And also, they are the one who provide and service training for teachers, like katulad ng mga seminars na ina-attenda ng mga teachers natin. And another one is the scheduling for the school year. So, in DepEd, di ba sila yung nagsiset ng schedule nila? As DepEd, sila yung nagsiset ng schedule within within one school year. For example, is the 2021 to 2022 school year, sila rin yung may responsibilidad na iset yung schedule nila within that year. So, Ministry of Educational or National Authority may also write the rules and regulations that govern the school system, and or each school may be responsible for defining its own rules and regulations. So, the national authority is kaya rin nilang sumulat or gumawa ng rules and regulation for each school. However, the school can also be responsible and making their own rules and regulation for their school. Next is we have the inspectorate, regional and or district level. So the national organization may have regional or district offices which provide the opportunity for visit to schools and ensure the distribution of materials. These offices also maintain records relating to each school. So representative of these offices may have responsibility for monitoring and evaluating all the schools within their region. So the national organization is meron din silang regional or district level that they are given opportunity na bisitahin yung isang school. So if you can still remember during our elementary days, di ba, sometimes we beautify our school, our classroom, and also we wear our complete uniform kasi nga sabi ng mga teachers natin, meron tayong bisita na galing sa taas. So they are the regional or district level na bibisita sa isang school to see or to evaluate the schools and also to ensure the distribution of materials. And also they are the one who monitor the school within the region. Next, we have the modifying the national curriculum. So the national curriculum may be developed by the central organization with inputs from teachers throughout the country. So the curriculum may be designed to satisfy the needs of private sector groups which will eventually hire graduates and the communities in which the graduates will ultimately work. So dito naman sa modifying the national curriculum is the central organization or the national organization is pwede rin yung national or central organization that and with the inputs of teachers throughout the country, which means pinag-decisionan ng mga teacher or pinagtulong-tulungan na all over the country and making curriculum to satisfy the needs of private sector groups, and also they are the one who hired graduates and communities to help. The last one is we have the national examination. So the national examination may be designed to facilitate the movement of students from one stage of education to another. So there may be a national examination to determine the degree of readiness, for example, of literacy and numeracy. So the national examination is like an assessment which will evaluate the learners if they are ready to step up to the next level of their education. So, for example of national examination is the NAT exam or the National Achievement Test. So if you can still remember during elementary days, di ba meron tayong ina-attenda na exam? So that is the NAT exam. And that is an example of national examination which the purpose of this is to determine the degree of readiness of the learners and literacy and numeracy and all others. So that's all. Thank you.